Hey, everybody, welcome to the Ronline Report. Very, very special guest today. One of the most entertaining people I've ever seen, just in the process of an incredible weight loss journey. Rapper, TV star, man about town. Please welcome Acton Bronson. What's up, Acton?
Two-time best-selling author is my best attribute.
Oh, really? Okay.
Handsome, fucking beautiful person. I'm better looking inside than outside, trust me.
I believe you. I believe you. So, before we even start, I want to say the best show, my favorite show of yours was not Fuck That's Delicious, because cooking, I'm not that into it. Untitled Acton Bronson show was cool too, but you did one that I loved called, it was a limited series, Traveling the Stars, Acton Bronson and Friends Watch Ancient Aliens.
That's actually my favorite one also. It's the best one. It was my favorite one to make. Yeah. You like Ancient Aliens?
I love Ancient Aliens. You know,
I think everyone does. It's something fucking heady to watch. When I'm stoned out of my mind, it makes me reach deeper into the dimensions of afar.
Yeah. Do you know a bodybuilder named Dennis Wolf? Have you heard of him?
Of course.
So Dennis is obsessed with all that stuff. He took a trip to all around Central and South America. That guy who wrote Chariots to the Gods, Eric Van Daniken. He takes people on tours of all the old pyramids and stuff. And you can see all the evidence, there was no way those people were smart enough to do all that. The aliens had to have helped them. Anyway.
it's pretty next level. It makes me feel crazy. I get chills just thinking about it.
So
Pumapunku.
So this all started because about a month, 6 weeks ago, New York Times ran an article on you about your weight loss and everything. And of course, you mentioned muscular development, and we freaked out because we don't get mentioned in the major newspapers that often. But tell me, as a kid, were you interested in like weights and bodybuilding?
Bro, I've been in the gym since like 12 years old. The first gym I ever went to was called Mount Olympus on Northern Boulevard in Queens. And I seen mad fucking huge ass dudes there and people fucking jacked out of their minds. And it was like a straight meathead gym. I loved it. I loved the vibe. And me and my boys would take the bus from my neighborhood over there, like 15 minutes. And it was like eye-opening, 12, 13 years old, taking the bus ourselves to go to the gym, drinking fucking metrics, protein shakes and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that was like the best thing ever. And then I went to school in Forest Hills, and there was this place. It was a legendary place. The dude's name was Gino. He was a pro. I don't remember his last name. Maybe Gino Hernandez back in the day. Place was called Platinum Gym on Queens Boulevard. Whenever there was a New York show, that all the big dudes would come there. I remember I seen Ronnie Coleman there. Yeah. It was pretty next level. Yeah. So I went there all throughout my fucking youth. It never really showed. It never materialized. I never made gains, but I was just always good in the gym. I was always had that overall strength, but I was just a fucking born fat boy.
Yeah, but most kids that tend towards being fat, they do put on size. It's not as pretty as the leaner guys, but
exactly.
You usually get big and strong fairly easily. Getting lean is more of a challenge. You weren't putting on muscle mass?
I was putting on muscle mass, but it wasn't showing because the leanness was, there was nothing there. I was just a box, but I was strong as fuck.
Yeah. You know what? Your favorite?
I was a refrigerator, straight up. I was playing the offensive line. I was playing the defensive line. Oh. And then, smoking weed.
So did you look up to any, because this would have been the 90s, I guess, when you were around that age. So who were the guys, did you read the magazines? Were there any guys that inspired you?
Like, I looked up to Nasser because Nasser was, Dorian Yates, of course, the legend. Yeah. Nasser, because he was from that part of the world, he rung a bell for me. I also loved, Ronnie Coleman, obviously. Yeah. Paul DeLay. Just because he had the sick ass fucking vein in his arm. I always remember the squiggly vein. I was like, I always wanted that.
Yeah. Did you
pretty much everybody. I Branch Warren more recently, that wasn't really in the 90s, but like I love his fucking like leg work. I always look at his leg work.
Yeah.
Just all those dudes, man. Kevin Levrone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know everybody. Dexter, like everybody from back then to now. Yeah. It's always been something that I've been into.
Because I know you mentioned a lot of different athletes in your songs, but the one that really caught my attention, because somebody made a post on the forums, There was a quote. It says, back, I don't know what song it is. I'm sure you know. Back to the future, my DeLorean waits. Underneath this chubby belly or underneath this chubby stomach, I'm like Dorian Yates.
Yeah.
My God, this guy mentioned Dorian Yates in a rap song. This is awesome.
I fucking love Dorian Yates, man. I say, you look up to these guys back then. I wanted to always look like that. It was superhero shit. Yeah. It was like out of a comic book. So that's always what I always looked up. I feel I'm like 5'9" with stilts on. I'm 5'8.5". You know what I mean? So I always wanted to be bigger than life, a kingpin.
Yeah.
It always struck me. I always just wanted to be strong if I wasn't going to be able to be tall.
Yeah, I'm right there with you because I was at my height. I'm 51, so I'm shrinking. But at my height, I was a little over 5'8" on a good day. I like to say on a good day.
That's right. It changes day to day.
It does. So yeah, you became a chef for a while, obviously, and they have that saying, and I believe it: never trust a skinny chef because if he's skinny, he doesn't even eat his own food. Is that I guess you were always a big kid, but is that when you started really putting weight on? Was when you were a chef?
Nah, not really, to be honest with you. Like, when I was a chef, I worked in the kitchen for a long time, but I got myself together. I got up to around 275 pounds. That was big for me at that time.
Yeah.
It got worse, much worse. Recently I was up to 380. So that was fucking unheard of. So early, like when I was like 20 something, I got up to like 275, 280.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck this. I was in the kitchen. I started working out every day, riding my bike, going to the gym every single day. My boy was working out constantly. He was taking juice. He fucking got me. I started taking juice. I was taking whatever he was giving me.
Yeah.
So who the fuck knows what it was? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Mixing shit, but it was working. I got down to 235. I was, strong as a motherfucker, squatting 6 plates, no socks on, all the way down. I felt good, and this was young. But then it all fucking came crashing down. It didn't last.
Huh. I didn't even know you went through that phase. I mean, that was
I wanted to wait to tell you this phase. This was around the 22, 23 age.
Okay.
My boy was, he was making fucking trend in the house, straight up. Like I'm telling this. Oh, yeah. Another reason why I don't know if this is like okay or whatever, but Greg Valentino, I used to read that shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
And the thing about muscular development, it was real. It wasn't bullshit. Like everybody, all the other magazines were bullshitting you. No. From what I was saying, there was no mentioning of anything real. You know what I mean? I think MD was the real shit, in my opinion. Well, I'll just go as far as to say that.
Thank you. It's because we were the only ones that were talking about the drugs, and other magazines wanted to sweep it under the rug and pretend they didn't exist. And these guys look the way they do just because of hard work and genetics. When we all knew, everyone knows there was drugs involved. And Greg's I've known Greg for over 20 years. Very cool guy.
Yeah, so when I always used to read that shit was fucking hilarious. Like I was a big fan, man. Still am.
The rambling freak. But
yeah.
So according to Wikipedia said you were 400, but Wikipedia isn't always 100% accurate.
Wikipedia is a bunch of fucking bullshit. Anybody can put anything they want there. They should just fucking kill themselves.
Well, they're always asking for donations too. That's annoying.
Yeah, fuck them. What is this? Fucking, he's like Steve Martin in Leap of Faith. They're fucking, those fake fucking big tent revival pastors. Fuck them.
Cool. So you got it. You say you got up to 380, and who knows? You were starting to get some health problems, according to something I read. You were getting like pre-diabetic and eczema.
Well, no, I had that shit. I think I was pre-diabetic. I thought I had asthma. I was taking fucking Advair every day because I couldn't fucking breathe.
Wow.
Yeah. And but I would still be able to function at the highest level when I would perform and do things like that. But I don't think I was working well inside. I had all kinds of fucking psoriasis in every joint. Like when you get all that crackly skin, it's like painful.
Yeah, I mean, I have psoriasis. I know all about psoriasis.
It's fucking so. But honestly, through diet, like changing my diet up and changing up all my lifestyle habits and everything like that, I switched everything around. And I went to the doctor. I got the full male panel, and I was like fucking shitting bricks, calling them every day. Like, yo, you got the results. It was something that was giving me a lot of attention. I was scared, bro.
Yeah, because
I'm like, why the fuck should I be scared when I do that? I should be fucking cool, chilling, all right. But everything came back really positively, and I was very happy with everything. And shocked.
Yeah,
And like, it was almost a victory. Like, yo, I can't believe I've reversed everything, and I feel, you know, it's going in the right path. So I took that.
The turn as a, yeah. I'm sorry. The turn. It all started according to. I tried to do a little research. So you had a son. Your youngest child was born November 2019, right?
Yeah.
And is that what really made everything change for you? That you decided you need to get healthy, you needed to be around a very, very long time for him?
Yeah, but I got really fucking fat at the time because of the, you know, I don't know. Everything was compounding. It was lifestyle was crazy at the time, and I didn't make the change until March. You know, when shit's kind of, I don't know why I was, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it was almost as if his birth it sparked it in my mind, but I didn't take action yet. You know, right. So around March, you know, my family was gonna go on a trip, and my dog they were gonna take the fucking dog with them, and the dog is overweight apparently, and it wasn't gonna fit in the galley or whatever the fuck. So my wife bought a scale, and I haven't weighed myself in years.
Yeah,
I knew I was abnormal, but I didn't know where it was. So I got on the scale, and that's when I saw the number. When I actually physically saw the number, it was like fucking concrete fell on my head, like the fucking acne thing fell right on my head. It was,
yeah, because I mean,
everything hit me. Everything fucking hit me right there. And right then on, I asked my wife to make me the green juice, and I started drinking green juice 2 times a day, but very specific, like the Tuscan kale, celery, ginger, lemon, and green apple. And that right there cured, I think, everything for me. That and change of diet. I believe that wholeheartedly. And the best extra virgin olive oil around in the world. I feel like that cured me.
So are you on, like, do you eat like I hate to say like a bodybuilder, but bodybuilders we're the ones that pioneered eating. Buddy Gates is coming on. We're the ones that pioneered eating every 2 to 3 hours, because most people think that's ridiculous. But is that how you eat now? Like small meals, like every 2 to 3 hours?
You know what? I haven't dialed it in, man. I haven't figured out my diet. This whole time I've been losing weight, I haven't dialed it in. I've been doing all kinds of shit. Sometimes I'll eat fage, you know, that faye, the F-A-G-E. I don't know. They fucking supposedly pronounced faye, but it's called fage. That's what I fucking call it. It's the 0% low-fat Greek yogurt.
Oh, okay.
Honey, olive oil. Sometimes I'll eat 5 of those in a day. Eggs, toast, fucking. It all varies, man. I can't dial it in. That's the one thing that I haven't been able to do. And I feel like that's the one thing I'm lacking, and I'm working really hard. Like I just worked really fucking hard just now. We just finished the shoot, and I did like my mobility shoulder work for an hour and a half, which consists of swinging 80-pound kettlebells over my head, snatching them 100 times. You know, fucking. I did 500 reps of shoulders just now.
So, are you on like a set schedule, like you do body parts per day, or more like CrossFitters where they'll do a different workout every day that's almost like whole body? What is your workout regimen like?
So Monday I do big chest work. Tuesday I like to do my mobility strength shoulder work, which is all body, because swinging is all lower body and upper body. So I do a lot of swings. A lot of swinging of the Bulgarian bag, a lot of swinging of the metal clubs, a lot of swinging of the mace, a lot of swinging of bells. That's Tuesday. I split shoulders up into 2 separates, into presses and the mobility, because I feel like the mobility stuff helps my press power. And my fucking shoulder is a little fucked up, so I can't really double arm. I can't press fixed. I gotta be single arm kettlebell pressing. That's the only way I could do it. But I could do pretty heavy now, because the dude from On It, John Wolf, Coach John Wolf, like I work out with him and Joe Rogan one day, and literally fixed my shoulder impingement in 1 session.
Wow.
And then I got the opportunity to work with people like that. And then the dude Martins Lisi's World's Strongest Man 2019 fixed my squat mobility in fucking 10 minutes. And now I'm able to touch the floor. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable how it took. It was just like a simple fix. But yeah, but then Wednesday, strong back, you know, the big back thing. I separate things for sure, but I like to get everything. Even on days off, I like to do some sort of cardio situation, you know, where I'm rowing or hitting the air bike or climbing or rope or something like that.
Yeah, and I've noticed on your show, Fuck That's Delicious, you'll make people like work out in their kitchens and stuff, and you'll do like handstands, and
we got to do it.
You've incorporated a lot of fitness stuff into that show that a couple of years ago I don't think was there at all, right?
No, I mean, there was always thoughts of it. I always thought we were doing things athletically, you know, like we played soccer in the street, but we'd be out of breath in about a second.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I feel like, you know, if we're able to eat all these good things, we have to do something to earn it. Right. We have to earn those calories. We have to earn that pleasure that you get. Yeah. You have to sweat it out and then earn that pleasure. Right. You know, like early creatures didn't eat pleasureful every single day. They had to actually capture something, and then maybe they have the meat once a month or once a week, but they had to work for it. Right. I'm trying to take that concept into the streets. I'm working for what I eat.
Because a lot of times on the show, I've noticed you say I can't eat that, and it'll be something that's like real calorie dense or high fat, high sugar. So it seems like even though you're still in that environment, you're still doing that show, that you've really scaled back on indulging in the stuff yourself.
For sure, because you can't have a little bit of heroin. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just have a little, here, take a little heroin. No, it's I cannot do that, because then it's going to send me back into a full spiral. That's the way it goes, man. Yeah. I like fucking sweet. I like everything. That's the problem. I like everything. Yeah. There's not many things I don't like, but the ones I don't like, you know, we don't do, but I fucking like everything.
Yeah. Is there one like particular junk food or fast food that is the most tempting for you?
Summertime right now, ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah.
Ices, things that are just like cold and fucking delicious.
Delicious, yeah.
You know what I mean? Anything that's in front of me. If there was cookies, it'd be that. That's the problem. That's the problem. My boys right now at the pizzeria where we worked out, they're making gelato. And when this dude makes things, he goes all out. So it's now becoming some of the best gelato I've ever tasted. And he just made some strawberry, which is like its peak season right now for these berries. Wow. And I held back the other day from going there, and it's hurting right now. It hurts that I did that inside. Me telling you that, it hurts.
Yeah, because I mean, you're in one of the cities in the world with the best food. I mean, maybe if you're out in, I'm not going to throw any cities under the bus, but there's a lot of cities and towns and places in the U.S. where the food's not that great. But you're in New York City.
Des Moines. We could be in Des Moines.
They have good food there? I don't know.
There probably some places good, but it's not renowned.
Yeah.
New York City's renowned.
I do see New York pizza everywhere in the country. It can't all be New York pizza.
It can't. It's not New York pizza. It's fucking Des Moines pizza. It's wherever pizza is being made there, that's the pizza it is.
So you started off in March of 2020, right around quarantine at 380. What are you down to now? Do you know?
I'm 248.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 248. I've been 248, 254. Yeah. Haven't gone above that for, I'd say 5 months now. Is there maybe 4 months?
Okay. Is there a goal weight that you'd love to get down to, or just a look?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a weight. I read the scale a lot. I don't want to go over 250. I don't know why I don't know. I just feel like I perform better. Maybe I want to be like 235, but it seems like I've plateaued because of, like I said, my diet hasn't been dialed in. I've been trying all these different things and it's not been regimented. I need to be regimented.
Yeah. And I mean, you also,
in my diet,
you have a lot, you know, I have a great eye for physique. So I can tell you have a heavy bone structure and you have a lot of muscle mass on you. You know, you usually wear the big loose shirts on the show, but I can spot physiques a mile away. You know, I don't think you were ever meant to be like 190 pounds or anything. That would be, you'd be like a crackhead. But
it's crazy though, because parents wise, you know, father is 130 pounds.
What?
Yeah. And mother, you know, mother is a little bit more big bone, but not, you know, like 160, 150. But my grandfather was a big man on my mom's side, you know, and then my other grandfather was tall, but I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what happened, but I do have, it's Balkan bones mixed with like Eastern European bones, you know, those like fucking Pujanowski bones.
Marius, yeah.
Yeah, like fucking, I love the strongman. That's, I grew up on bodybuilding and strongman shit. Like, I love all mainstream sports, but I also love the niche sports. You know, like I love things like this. Like strongman is the backbone. I love to do strongman workouts. You know, it's like,
do you do all
really
this?
does
Do you do the log press and the stones? Have you tried doing all that stuff?
The overhead press is not one of my fortes because I have a torn rotator, but I'm able to do it. You know, like I did it with Martins. We did the log press. I was able to do, I don't know, it was probably like 200. It was pretty good for the first time.
Hell yeah.
200 overhead with a torn rotator.
Dude, most people with the healthiest shoulders in the world could never even dream of doing that.
Yeah. But we farmer walked 500.
Oof.
Did the farmer carry 500.
You had 250 in each hand walking around.
250 in each hand like that, you know, straight. It was amazing. Felt good. I could have did more too.
Yeah. Have you ever been to one of these like World's Strongest Man, Arnold's Strongest Man?
Nah, man. I've watched every single one of them. I've been invited to Sacramento to Tachi Palace to this one. I did a video, one of my music videos for, it was what's the name of the song? Latin Grammys. I did like I used Magnuson's face. Oh, I used his body and I put my head on it. It was like, I think it was the 95 in the Bahamas, 95 strongman. Yeah. Where he fucking like swept it. And it was like a funny ass video. And he reached out to me like, we're cool now. He invited me to Iceland to train.
Wow.
This is the type of thing that I needed in my life. I've manifested. I need to go to Iceland to train with fucking Magnuson. Yeah. You know, that's what I need to do.
Yeah. Or Hapthor. Imagine training with Hapthor.
Yeah, I mean, train with Eddie Hall. Wow. Training, you know, like Eddie Hall's an animal. Training with fucking, I don't know, like anybody. Who else can I train with? I'd like to train with my two favorite strong men is, you know, obviously Mariusz Pujanowski.
He was jacked.
Yeah, he could you think he could have been a Mr. Olympia contestant?
No.
Too thick?
It's just structure. I mean, you need to have such a crazy convergence of genetic factors on your side. The bone structures, the muscle bellies. You have to have so many things going for you. That's why there's only
he was just really thick muscular, but it would show he was ripped but thick.
Yeah, big dude all the way. You know, bodybuilding training.
Zydrunas Zavickas, bro.
Zydrunas, yeah,
that's my guy.
Lithuania.
Big Z, Lithuania. That's my fucking guy. He's literally the best strongman of all time because I think he has the most first and second of all time. He's the most consistent. Big Z's the guy. I love him.
If you've trained with any of these guys and even managed to keep up, props to you, because I think that's the most brutally difficult type of training. You know, bodybuilders think they train hard and they make fun of other things like CrossFit. I'm like, dude, we're just bench pressing and squatting. It's not that hard. What these guys do, it's ridiculous. It's like whole body. They're always tearing muscles. And
it's unreal. I trained with, I was saying, Martins, and like I put him through my workout that I do fucking on a Wednesday. I had him on the floor. He had to lay down for an hour and a half because it was too much. Like I go fast, you know? Yeah. I go fast and I go hard and I can do heavy. And he's not used to training like that. Right. So he got laid down for like an hour and a half. Like it was pretty fucking crazy. I couldn't believe it. But then he's over here fucking squatting 500 for 20 reps. Yeah. Like it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It's like fucking crazy to me. He's an animal. Like it was shocking.
Yeah. I'm curious, you know, have any of your fans sort of, I won't say turned on you, but are they upset that you got into all this and you lost the weight? Do they think you're like a sellout because you're trying to get, you know, thinner and healthier?
I'm sure some people like, yeah, I like the fatter Bronson, but it's all stupid shit. It's stupid fucking people. But I feel like 100% of the people are 100% behind it because I feel the love, and I see the chair. Like we had a pop-up shop the other day, like 2,000 people came out. Fucking people were squatting in the street telling me, yo, I lost 100 pounds because of you.
Wow.
I lost 80 pounds because, not yo, I lost 15, 100 pounds. That's hard, bro. These things are fucking hard to do. And me, who was an example of gluttony, being a shining example of health for people, a beacon of health, which is fucking unheard. It's the most unlikely transformation probably that there's been. And I feel like there's just like a motherfuckers are rooting for me.
Yeah, because if you're a fan, so. if anyone's really your fan,
and they're all with us, they're doing it with us. They're doing it with us.
Yeah, because I mean, if they care about you, the artist or the actor, or whoever, they would want you to be healthy and be around forever. They wouldn't want you to die before you're 40, like a lot of 100% celebrities have.
No, it is what it is, man. You know, listen, we all have an expiration date, man. We don't know, but you know, at the same time, we could do what we can to preserve it, you know, till that fucking day. It's unfortunate, but
But are you doing?
What are you gonna do?
You're doing
just get
things.
Jacked. Just fucking get jacked. That's fucking it. Yeah. Tan and jacked.
Tan and jacked. Yeah, well, you do have a good tan going on there. Because
I was at the beach the other day. It's just a base. I'm just building a base.
Yeah, you'll get nice and dark, I hope, in a couple months. Yeah,
hopefully.
Because obesity is the #1 problem in America. All our other health problems,
it is
diabetes and heart disease, they all start because we're 60% of the country's overweight. So
it's unfucking real. It's unreal. You see so many fat fucks around. It's unbelievable. And if I could just help anybody by sharing my story, I know it gets annoying posting shit on Instagram because I get annoyed sometimes doing it, but I don't give a fuck. I feel like people need to see it because there's so much positivity. You know, people need to see I'm grinding. They need to see that every day. They need to see that I'm not bullshitting, you know?
Right.
I'm not just telling you, yo, do this, and I'm not doing it. I'm doing it. If I ask someone, when I bring people into my little torture chamber to work out, I'll never ask somebody to do something I won't. If I'm asking them to do it, I'm gonna do it 100 times. You know, I've already done it. I'm not gonna tell them to do something and I won't do it.
Right. So how much traveling do you still do for your various, say, jobs, but I don't know how else to put it. How much traveling do you do?
My endeavors.
Do you
I haven't traveled much, to be honest. The last thing I did was I went to go see Rogan in Texas and go work out at Acton gym, and that was really it. Okay. I haven't traveled in over a year and a half. There's a bunch of things planned, but kind of like fucking being home because I've been traveling for 10 years straight, nonstop. And I don't think people understand that. They can't wait to leave the house. Fucking love being home. I love being home.
I mean, you were on tour for
years. Love being in the city.
Right?
Yeah, but now, I still need to be out there because I have new music, I have new this, new that. I fucking need to be out there. It's like I don't want to feel like I retired. I don't want to feel like I'm done because I'm so this is like 2.0 me, like I'm so pepped. I'm revived. I can't imagine the performance I'll give out there.
I'm saying I've seen you perform when you were very, very heavy and you still had a lot of energy. You were still moving around well. I can imagine.
I give it my all for over an hour, man. That's one of the uncanny things about me. People couldn't understand how I was able to have a lung capacity and breath control like that because I don't use any backing vocals and there's no hype man. It's just me on stage.
The last thing I definitely want to talk about is a lot of people in general, not just celebrities, but a lot of people when they want to lose weight. Oh, there you go.
No, let me grab a water.
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do the surgery, the lap band surgery, the gastric bypass surgery.
Never in a million years.
You could have easily done that. Why did you choose not to?
That's never an option for me. I'm a worker. That's the easy way out, and that shit changes your life and changes your whole fucking everything. It was never even a thought. I've had surgery 3 or 4 different times. I had my fucking gallbladder removed when I was a fucking kid because who the fuck knows? And then I had hernia shit because I was deadlifting straight off the couch, 400 pounds, and my stomach fucking blew up. Shit happens. It is what it is. But I would never do anything to enhance me or to fucking, to remove anything that I self-inflicted.
All right.
So if I have a little bit of extra whatever, it is what the fuck it is. I'm going to work it off until the day I'm done. And I will never fucking cut a fucking thing off. I will never fucking, do any type of surgeries because I know that I can work it off. And if I can't, I'll just wear a faja. You know what a faja is?
I don't.
It's like a waist trainer. It's like a Spanish woman's waist trainer.
Oh God, fuck. Oh, is that just their word for it?
It's like a fucking girdle.
Yeah, I mean, you don't wear,
I'll
you
be
don't wear
jacked
anything like
up
that.
here and I'll just hold it in. There's gonna be, I'm gonna have abs no matter what. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. My mind is set. And even if they're not there, I have a power belly. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, I think, you've seen, who's a strongman? Eddie Hall just lost a ton of weight. He has abs now.
Unfucking canny. It's unbelievable. He is the most jacked fucking 380-pound dude I've ever seen in my life.
Seriously.
I look up to Eddie Hall, bro. He has better abs than people I know at 130.
Right.
They're huge blocks of abdominal muscles. It's unbelievable. But that's years of fucking deadlifting 1,000 pounds and supporting 1,000-pound squats. That dude's sick. I love him.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all you need to do is really nail the final piece of the puzzle would be a diet system, a way of eating that would get you lean like that. And I think it's not that far away. You've almost cracked the code.
Yeah. Well, I have to build the core up, man. I don't feel like I have enough muscle around my core. I have a lot of muscle everywhere else. I have to do those rack pulls. I need a lot more. I need a lot more deadlifting. I need a lot of lower back situations and core stuff. I need to really tighten my core up. Fuck cutting, whatever. I need to build it and then shred it. Yeah.
I mean, building, you're already a big dude. I mean, I don't know how much more you need to build, but it's your physique. So you're the.
But around the core, so I want those sides where it's thick, the thick side base. You know what I mean?
The obliques.
Yeah, I want it thick. I don't want some pussy shit. I want it to look like I'm fucking deadlifting 1,000. I want to be able to.
Yeah, cool. Any plans to train immediately with any celebrity or top athletes or anything like that? Because I'm sure you know many.
Man, I train with CC Sabathia every morning, which is, the fucking Hall of Fame pitcher for the New York Yankees. And, he's one of my good friends, and that's a beautiful thing. Will Hernandez from the Giants, offensive lineman, he's a fucking animal. He's going to start making big plays this coming up season. I'm telling you, he's been training really hard. I just want to shout out my guy Dave Palladino, who been my trainer for the past year, and he helped me a lot, and he helped turn a lot of shit around. So thank you to him. And another dudes that I started watching is dude's Strength Cartel. This dude, Big Boy.
Big Boy,
yeah. Honestly, watching Big Boy and all those dudes around March, like my girl would come into the room, I'd be watching these dudes do push-ups and do fucking jail workouts. Yeah. And she'd be laughing at me like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, yo, baby, I'm getting inspiration. Then I would try and do 10 push-ups straight up. I couldn't even do 10 at the time.
Wow.
Bro. And then I built my fucking way up. And I told him, I thank him a lot for that shit. Indirectly, he did a lot for me, not even knowing. It's crazy how shit works, Yeah. The internet is it's a weird place.
Yeah. You'll run into people 10 years from now that'll say, you know what? You inspired me to lose 100, 150 pounds
100%.
Back in 2021 or whatever.
It's already been happening, and it's only been a year. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. I think you're still going to make a lot more improvements. I don't think you're a little more than halfway probably where you're going to end up. And I think you're going to have a pretty damn good looking physique, and people are going to be hating on you in one aspect, but they're going to be a lot of more people are going to be inspired and look up to that and say, if that guy could do it and he had a belly out to here, I can do it too. Why not?
I hope so.
Well, Action, I thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're very busy.
You too, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you doing this for Muscular Development. Wish you the very best of luck with all your endeavors. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Brother. Thank you again. Talk soon.
For Muscular Development, it's been Action Bronson. Thanks for watching.
Peace.